tactics and things regarding the 4 pillars of lead generation. So we can kick it off with this challenge that we're doing. So first of all, before we kick that off, just by a show of hands, how many of you, I saw a bunch of you, and almost everybody on here has downloaded the tracker. How many of you guys are participating in that challenge? Cuckoo.
There were some hesitant hands there.
There were some hesitant
What
hands.
the heck?
There were some hesitant hands. I have gotten a couple questions on the back end. Your social media posts don't have to be all real estate related. It's meant for engagement, just growing your audience, that branding, authenticity. So just do the things on social media. Yes, you should mention your business or figure out how to like sprinkle that in every once in a while, but it doesn't have to be all business. And it shouldn't be all business. And then number 2, yeah, so the challenge started Monday. So the week 1 runs Monday through Sunday, and then we'll kick off week 2 next week, 3, and then 4. So if you haven't started already, it's okay because it's only Wednesday and you can still get 50 contacts in this week easily. You've still got 5 more days this week. So if you haven't started already, go ahead and jump into that. I promise you it'll get you set up for success for, if you guys are in those states that you have a little bit of seasonality and things kind of slow down around that 4th of July timeframe, you're going to be setting yourself up for success during that time period. So there's a couple things we wanted to address today. We're going to jump into FSBOs and expired. So we're going to talk about those outbound lead generation. Those tend to be the 2 that are really good to tap into for quick action. But before we do that, I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things that I saw this morning that I thought might be helpful. Number 1, Meta now has an AI app called Meta AI. I downloaded it and have been playing around with it. Don't love it as much as ChatGPT, but where I see this can be an advantage to you guys is when we're using AI to help us craft social media posts. I mean, Meta is the one that's setting up the algorithm behind the scenes. So in theory, one would think you should be able to prompt it and ask the right questions to help craft posts, reels, those kind of things that are going to actually get attention in the algorithm. So if you haven't got that already, I would download that and play around with that when you're having AI help you generate or get ideas for social media posts. Maybe even just ask it, the right questions like, what do I need to do to grow my reach? What types of posts do I need to make? It set up a whole strategy for me this morning that seems pretty solid for the next month. So Meta AI app, download that. And then the other thing, I have created this chat GPT. It's a custom GPT role play partner. So for those of you that are part of the challenge, you guys can be my beta testers if you're interested. And if you guys email me, it's Michelle, Michelle, at theleverakedagent.com. And just tell me you want that link, I will give you that link. And essentially what it does is, I'm gonna pull it up here and kind of give you guys a demo from my phone, because if I do it on the computer, it won't work. But you click on that custom GPT. It is built to really customize and like have a conversation with you so you can practice your role play. It's set up for pretty much any type of role play that you want to do. I've put in a bunch of scripts from people that I love. I've like copied and pasted transcripts of YouTube live things that it's using on the back end to kind of come up with those conversations. So it can give you scripts to practice. You can be the agent or you can be the buyer seller so that you can play around with that. It's initially going to ask you a bunch of questions. I already had it programmed in so that now when I hit the button, it's just going to start, but you're going to want to let it know who do you want to role play with? FSBOs, expireds, online leads, all that fun stuff. Do you want them to be hesitant? Do you want them to be open-minded? Have you talked to them before? Is this the first time you're talking to them? And how open are they with working with a realtor? You're going to answer those questions, and then it's going to craft a custom experience for you. So we're going to try this and hope that it works while we're doing this live here.
Michelle, would you mind spotlighting your screen for the recording?
Oh, that would probably help. Okay, so when you're on your chat app, and you want to use the app because it makes it better, you're going to click this button here so you can do the voice to text or the voice conversation. So it's going to make it conversational. So we're going to click it. And I've got my script over here. Hopefully I can wing this. I'm not like Matt and his scripting on the go. Let's role play. Hang on, let me get my like. There's an advanced chat that you want to use if you have it. Let's role play.
Sure thing. What kind of role play scenario are you thinking about? Real estate coaching, agent recruitment, a client consultation, or something else?
I want to role play a Zillow lead. They just came in my email, and I'm going to call them and follow up with them. I haven't met them yet, and I'm not sure how far along they are in the process.
Got it. Let's dive in. I'll play the role of the Zillow lead. Ring ring. Hello? This is Alex.
Hey, Alex, this is Michelle with eXp Realty. Hey, I just saw that you inquired on 123 Banana Street there in Zillow. Did you have any questions on that property, or were you wanting to get in and see that?
Oh, hi, Michelle. Thanks for calling. Yeah, I was curious about that property. I'm just starting to look around and I'm not really sure how the process works. Could you tell me a bit more about it?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to know more about the process or more about that home?
I think a bit of both would be great. The home's details caught my eye, but I also want to understand what steps I need to take to get started.
Oh, absolutely. Have you talked to a lender yet to understand what you can afford?
Not yet. I was thinking I'd look around first and then figure out the financing. Do you think I should talk to a lender before we look at homes?
Oh, absolutely. I understand kind of thinking maybe you want to find the home before you get pre-approved. However, what I find is it helps to get pre-approved to start out with. That way you make sure that you're looking at properties that are within your budget. And that way you don't end up seeing a property, falling in love with it, and it being something that you can't end up buying anyway.
That makes a lot of sense. I wouldn't want to get my hopes up for something out of reach. Do you have any recommendations for lenders I could speak with?
I absolutely do. Let me grab your email address real quick and I'll shoot those over to you.
Sure. My email is alexm@email.com. I appreciate that. What's the next step after I talk to a lender?
Yeah. So what I would recommend, especially with you being a first-time home buyer, I love to just sit down with buyers and kind of walk them through the process from A to Z so they know what to expect, so that we can get their search criteria honed in and just make sure that we're looking at properties that make sense for you. Would you be open to meeting for coffee, maybe Saturday at 9 a.m.?
That sounds perfect. I'd love to get a clearer picture of everything. Saturday at 9 a.m. works for me.
Great. I've got your email here. I'll send you a calendar invite and then I'll plan on seeing you then.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Michelle. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, Blaze, give me a summary of what I did well and what I could do to make the conversation better next time.
You did a fantastic job building rapport and guiding the lead. Here's a quick summary. What you did well: friendly introduction. You introduced yourself clearly and referenced the specific property, which built instant credibility. Open ended questions. You asked if they had questions about the property or the process, which helped you understand their needs. Educating the lead. You explained the importance of getting pre approved in a friendly, non pushy way, adding value right away. Offering next steps. You smoothly suggested a coffee meeting to go over the process, which is a great way to build trust and move the lead forward. What you could improve. Digging deeper. You might ask a bit more about their timeline and what they're looking for in a home to personalize the conversation even more. Setting expectations. Briefly mentioning what documents or information they might need for the lender could help them feel more prepared. Confirming contact info. Double checking the email address or phone number ensures you have the correct details for follow up.
Okay, I'm gonna end. You guys don't need to listen to all that. That was
Michelle, did you see the question that Ramil put in the chat?
Yep, I did. So that was super easy, and I did that purposefully. I told it beforehand how to challenge me because I didn't want to end up having a 15-minute conversation while we were on here. Plus, I might be slightly nervous having to do this live. So yes, Ramil, when it asks those questions in the initial prompt of like who you want to deal with, you can tell it like I want it to be a hesitant buyer. You can tell it I want to be difficult and challenging. Like yesterday, I could not break through any like no matter what objection handlers I threw at this FSBO lead that I was working with on the chat, it
Are
was
you able
not going to
are
let
you
me.
able to prompt it real quick and see if it'll do it? Do it more challenge, just like
Are
verbally.
you going to do this live? Because no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, hang on.
Sure. You can put it up to me. Yeah. I mean, I'll try.
We'll see if it'll work. Let's see.
Yeah, let's play.
Hey, Blaze, I have someone here that wants to role play with you. Ask all the questions that you need to know what type of role play to do.
Awesome. I'd love to help. To get started, could you tell me what role play scenario you're looking to practice? For example, are you focusing on converting FSBOs, handling expired listings, or working through buyer objections? Also, let me know if there's a particular script or approach you want to use and any specific challenges or objectives you're aiming for.
Let's role play a for sale by owner that is pretty set on being a for sale by owner and isn't quite ready to work with or meet with agents, but is open to the right agent that is able to answer their questions and needs specifically.
Got it. We'll role play a scenario where you're reaching out to a for sale by owner seller who's firm on selling on their own, but open to the right agent. I'll be the for sale by owner. Let's jump in. Hi, I saw your property listing and wanted to introduce myself. I'm Michelle, a local real estate agent who specializes in helping homeowners like you. How's everything going so far with selling on your own?
Hey, Blaze, we want you to be the FSBO and him to be the agent.
Absolutely. I'll take on the role of the for sale by owner, and he can be the agent. Let's get started. Agent, hi. I saw your property listing and wanted to reach out.
It's
I'm
okay.
Michelle.
Blaze,
No problem.
switch roles. You are the client, the FSBO. We are going to be the agent.
Got it. I'm the for sale by owner, and you're the agent. Let's dive in. Hi. I saw your property listed for sale by owner and wanted
It's
to introduce
confused. I don't know if it's confused because I'm having like I'm talking, then you're talking.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, I promise it will work. I'm going to drop my email here in the chat, guys, because I've got a couple of you asking for this. And you guys are like my beta testers, so I can tweak the behind the scenes coding to this. You just have to let me know, like if it has something that it's failing on, you feel like it's being, whatever, something's not coming out right, let me know because I can tweak it as we go. And make it even better. So the more you guys use it, the better it's going to be too, because it's going to learn from your objection handlers as well. It's Michelle@leverageagent.com. If you guys send me that, I have to put it in. I'm not going to make this available to everybody. I'm only going to make it to available to those people who I've entered in their email address. So make sure you use the email that you log into ChatGPT with, and play around with it. Let me know if there's any like real big hiccups from that perspective. And yeah, just give it just like you would any ChatGPT prompt. The more you give it, the more specific you are with it and what kind of scenario you want, the better it's going to respond. So yeah. All right. So let's dive in. I suppose we got 10 minutes to dive into FSBOs and expired. So Matt, since you wanted to role play FSBOs anyway,
Oh boy.
do you love this? Do you love this? All right. I'm going to be the FSBO. You're going to be the agent. Let's just role play a quick, like short 5-minute conversation just to help them understand like how to get the conversation started and what to say when they're on the call with FSBOs.
Sure. Yeah. So ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, Michelle.
Yeah.
Hey, Michelle, it's Matt over here with eXp Realty. And hey, real quick, I'm not calling to list your home. So we could just take that off the table here real quick. I'm curious. I just saw your property online. Are you still selling for sale by owner?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Now, are you open to, or have you made a decision as far as like being open to working with agents who have buyers for your property?
I'm selling for sale by owner so that I don't have to work with agents.
No, I totally get that. But if we had a client who was pre-approved, qualified, and your property was a great fit for them, would you be open to receiving an offer from us?
I mean, if they wanted to contact me directly, absolutely.
Okay. So you don't like, so if they're very much against working directly with sellers and they're kind of scared of the process just because they don't really know what they're doing, you wouldn't be open to an offer from us to get you what you need to move to where you want to go?
Well, I mean, I guess if the number was right, maybe.
Perfect. Perfect. Of course, if the number's right and it makes sense, of course. So I just wanted to make sure that you were cool and open with that. Really quickly, I'm taking a look at your property. Um, I see some of the photos here. Are you by chance doing any open houses or any previews for that property before showings?
Yeah, I've got an open house this weekend,
Awesome. What time this weekend?
1 to 3 on Sunday.
1 to 3. Here's what I'd love to do. I'd love to just kind of swing by right before that, so I'm not like getting in the way of any potential clients coming through, taking a look at it and take a quick peek and see if the features of your home match the needs of anybody that we're working with. Would that be okay if I came by, like you said, 1 to 3? Like if I came by like at 12:45
I
for
mean,
a
I'm gonna
quick look?
be kind of busy. To be honest with you, you're the seventh agent that has proposed that they come and look at this property when I'm specifically saying I'm not working with agents.
No, I can respect that. You probably feel like they're wasting your time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's exactly why I just wanted to come for 15 minutes or 10 minutes before, so I actually don't waste your time or get in the way of anyone that's actually, walking through your property. Um, Real quick, I mean, let me ask, like, when this property sells, where might you be moving to?
We're actually moving back down to Lubbock. I want to be close to one of my besties.
Oh, awesome. Honestly, I happen to have several agent relationships in Lubbock. I mean, and if you need any help or resources down that way, I'd be happy to help you there. Um, Ideally, I mean, I'm sure with as hot of the market is right now, you're probably going to be pretty super successful. And yet I'm just curious if in the next, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 weeks, if you don't have an offer that you really like, I mean, what's plan B?
I haven't even thought about that yet. I just the market's hot. I don't think that's going to even be a problem.
I agree. But if it does sit there, what are at that point, are you going to be interviewing creative and aggressive agents like us, or what's the plan? Are you just going to stay put?
I guess, I really got to get down to see my friend. We just haven't had enough time together. So I mean, we're moving, but I don't know. I guess I haven't thought about that.
Okay. Perfect. Well, one of the things is what another reason why I wanted to come and take a look at the property beforehand is so you get a chance to kind of meet me and I get a chance to kind of just chit chat with you. And there may be some ideas and strategies that I can share with you that can help you in this process. And so if you ever did come to the decision to interview agents, we've already met. So it'd be easy to set up an opportunity for me to come by and kind of share with you how we've helped a lot of for sale owners like yourself actually get more for their property than they thought they could with using an agent. And I know that sounds like a big promise, and yet I'd be happy to share with you some referrals and some phone numbers for people that were very much like you that really wanted to do the best they could on their own, and then they realized they did need some help, and it actually worked out for them, and they made more money.
Okay.
So would 12:45 still work? Or I mean, like I said, I'm happy to come by at 1, but I don't want to step on anybody else's toes. What works better for you?
Yeah, no, 12:45 probably works better. I do think we're going to get a lot of people here. No, I think we can make that work.
Awesome. Awesome. What's your best email? I want to send you over a little bit of information about me, just so you can kind of see, what I do, have my contact info. And then if anything were to change or you get an offer and the house is sold before then, definitely let me know. I don't want to come out there for no reason.
Yeah, it's Michelle at difficultseller.com.
Wow. That must have been an expensive domain. Awesome. All right. Well, I will be there at 1 o'clock, or I'm sorry, 12:45. If you have any questions in the meantime, please let me know. Okay.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Cool.
Cool. Good job. I love how you're so like fast on your toes.
Like what? Okay. So yeah. Um, what did you guys see or hear from that conversation? And to be honest, it's rarely that difficult. That was pretty difficult. That's not how they go.
They didn't like how easy my chat bot was, so I had to make it difficult for you so we could show them the next level.
Yeah, like I was pretty close from just going next on this one as well, right?
Yeah. So you used a lot of the strategies we use in the FSBO playbook product that we have, right? It's all about how can we help them? We're not trying to get the listing. We're just trying to get our foot in the door, have those conversations, see where their pain points are or where maybe those gaps are, and then see how we can help them out. So I did like that part.
I like how you set a timeline. Like, hey, if you're still sitting there 3, 4, 5 weeks out, what is your plan then? Because we know that more than likely they are going to be still sitting there. They don't obviously think that, right? Like, oh, the market's hot. Well, yeah, it's hot if you are showing the property to every possible person out there, but if you're for sale by owner, you're not. And you set the timeline, you know that it's going to sit there. So I liked how you did that future casting.
Cool.
I like the way that you didn't give up on the 12:45, but you didn't shove it in her face either. You didn't, I don't know, it didn't sound pushy like some salesy do, but you kept putting it in there, but you waited for the right opportunity.
And how did I continue to present it? What was it for Michelle?
Respecting her time. Like, I
Well,
don't want
it's a
to.
benefit. It's a
Yeah.
benefit.
Right.
So my goal is to have one-on-one rapport building opportunity. I don't want to go in there when there's like 6 people taking her attention. I don't want to go in there and look all by myself. I want to come in ahead of time before there's anybody there so she can meet me, catch my energy. I'm able to ask some questions, start building up some rapport. So the action is I want to meet you before your open house. The benefit is for her, so I'm not interrupting any real buyers coming through, but the benefit for me is to build rapport on a one-on-one basis. And then so the commitment is, can I go ahead and set you up for 12:45? And then there was pushback. And I'm like, I could totally understand. Here's the deal. And so what was her pushback? Her pushback is there's 7 agents calling, asking the exact same thing. What did I immediately do?
Change what you were asking for in a sense, or what you were.
It starts with an E. I created empathy. What's the statement what did I say that she agreed with? You guys were listening?
I can't remember your exact words. Something about
I said, you probably feel like there's a bunch of agents just trying to waste your time. That's exactly why I wanted to come just 15 minutes before, so I don't waste your time when you're trying to show it to other buyers. Does that make sense? Right? So whatever the objection is, that's exactly why I want to come earlier for 15 minutes instead of taking 40 minutes with the wrong person or at the wrong time. Does that make sense? And they go, well, yeah. And now they're like, oh, they're different. And so then I push, and then I continue to close for the appointment. What else did you guys hear? What would you have done different? Or how many of you would have just been like, oh, okay, bye. As soon as she's like, not working with agents, thanks. And I'm like, okay, all right, bye. Because I've done that before.
When you were
You
asked,
also offered value. I mean, you were talking about when you talked to her, you were going to, offer.
Yeah, I was going to bring in possibly some ideas and strategies that could help her get her home sold, but she's probably not going to need them because it's a super hot market. However, so then I did a pattern interrupt, and I did it, and then I did an opportunity cost. What's your plan if in 3, 4, 5 weeks from now you're still on the market? Are you planning on interviewing what? Who? Did you remember what I said? Creative and aggressive agents like us. Or are you just going to stay put forever? Like the words matter and they're very specific and strategic. Are you planning on it? Because what kind of agents do sellers want? Creative, out of the box, and aggressive. Don't just take a couple pictures and put it on the MLS. What are you going to do to market my home? What are you going to do to help me get top dollar? They want creative and aggressive. You may not like that word, and yet that's what sellers are looking for. So you're going to figure that part out. Like own that part, right? Or do you want to sit here forever and quit on your dream of moving to Lubbock, the gateway to the South,
where the skies are brown.
where the skies are brown?
Everybody has sinus infections.
and there's dust in your teeth.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, well, we ran out of time to do expireds.
And I
If
gotta
you-
go. I got a 10 o'clock appointment with this doctor to tell me how bad it's gonna be. So
So if
I
you
gotta-
guys want
guys.
to, if you guys want, email me, I'll get you that chat. If you guys want to, if you email me as well, I will give you a coupon code if you guys want to get the FSBO playbook. So we've got it at $2.99 right now, and I will give you a code so you can get it for $99. It gives you everything from A to Z. So email me if you guys want any of that. And yeah, we will
This little
see.
plan is amazing. Like if you don't know what to do, where to start, or how to follow up, it has everything built for you. You don't have to, you just have to implement. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to be creative. Like just open the box and go. So
Yep.
it's profitable.
All the Canva templates you need to do all your follow-up. So
Everything you need.
awesome. All right. Well, we'll see you guys for Freestyle Friday. Bye, guys.